Hey folks, and welcome back to another Division 2 video. As a heads up, in this video there are spoilers for the Division 2 Warlords of New York expansion, so if you haven't finished the main campaign yet, you have been warned. In this one, I'm going to go over Faye Lau's story so far, who she is, and how she went from friend to foe. Let's jump into it.
We're losing this whole neighborhood. Rioters are moving through, in force, headed this way.
Put your people there.
I see someone else got the call. I'm Agent Faye Lau, Division. Activated the same time as you, part of the second wave of us going in. I don't know what happened to the first wave, but unfortunately, there's still lots left for us to do. We don't have much intel, and we don't have the luxury of failure. Not with Manhattan under lockdown and Brooklyn on the brink. People like me, and you, we're what's left to hold the line. With any luck, we'll have more to go on once we rendezvous with the commander. More about the situation, about who's turning the streets into a war zone, anything that's gonna help us do what we're supposed to do. And if you'll excuse me, Lieutenant.
Officer Hazen and his team are handling.
Faye Lau is an agent of the Strategic Homeland Division, activated in Brooklyn as part of the second wave of agents following the initial outbreak of green poison. After rendezvousing with Division Commander Chang and bringing control back to Brooklyn, Faye, along with Chang and another Division agent, were quickly dispatched to Manhattan, with no knowledge about the fate of the first wave of Division agents. As the agents regrouped, ready to be redeployed to mid-Manhattan, their transport helicopter with Commander Chang and the rest of the second wave agents was hit with the explosion, destroying the helicopter, killing everybody inside, including the acting Division Commander, Chang. Faye was thrown by the explosion and seriously injured with permanent damage to her right eye and her lower left leg being in tatters. Luckily, even with her wounds, Faye managed to drag herself away from the wreckage, saving the other Division agent who was fading in and out of consciousness. A nearby JTF chopper saw the explosion and landed looking for survivors, finding Faye and the other Division agent in a bad way. After loading the two agents onto the helicopter, they cautiously headed out to Manhattan. On the way over, Faye manages to wake the other Division agent who'd lost consciousness. Waking the agent, Faye reveals the fate of the first wave of SHD agents dispatched to Manhattan. All either dead or missing in action.
Hey! Just hold on! Come on back! I need you! Look, you're gonna be okay. Hell, at this point, you're more okay than me. Shit, that explosion took out the commander. We have a job to do. We're still gonna do it, it's just...
Landing in 1 minute! Should be able to see it coming up on my right.
Found out a little more about the first wave. They're all either dead or MIA. So this is up to us. That's why we need to get it together, right now.
JTF 6-8 to tower, visual Hudson. Yeah. 2 Division agents on board. The explosion was their right end. Okay, clear to land. JTF 6-8.
Usually you need some time to know if you can count on someone. Well, we're out of time. My bet's on you. It has to be. I hope to God I'm right.
With the loss of the Division Commander and the rest of the second wave, it was up to them to try and bring control to the mid-Manhattan area, starting with the base of operations. But with her injuries, Faye wasn't going to be much help. The other Division agent went ahead to assist the Joint Task Force, or JTF, in reclaiming the already established base of operations at James Farley Post Office in the Pennsylvania area. After Faye found herself a ride, she headed to the post office, and together with the other Division agent joined forces with the remaining JTF, and turned the post office into a fully functioning base of operations, with a security, tech and medical wing supplying everything needed to save what remains.
Agent, we need our base up and running, and we need to show the people of New York they're getting their city back. Our base of operations has potential, but right now it's a piece of shit and we've got no one to staff it. To get this place where it needs to be, we need people who know what they're doing.
On arrival, Faye tells the other agent that even though a division agent is not supposed to get close to anyone and keep their distance, this is something she just wasn't able to do.
Hey, bad news. I'm not gonna be able to get out there. Not with my goddamn leg like this. I'll do what I can from here, but it's not the same. You have no idea how much I wanted to be in the field. I trained for a scenario like this my entire life, but it's worse than anything we could have imagined. You know how they won't let you get too close to anyone, so it won't mess you up when you're finally activated? Well, I did that, and it didn't fucking work. I'm attached. These are my people. This is my city. We're taking it back. Oh.
Look, you need to...
Yeah, okay. Okay. They're counting on us. Let's not let them down.
Mostly due to the fact that Faye's parents sadly died in a car accident when she was in her teens, leaving her to raise her younger sister, Heather. This caused Faye to constantly worry about Heather, and even asking a fellow division agent to investigate what happened to her, which resulted with the agent finding Heather and bringing her back to the base of operations. Due to Faye's injuries, she was unable to head out and do any kind of field work, but instead took more of a coordinator role in the established base, feeding objectives and intel to anyone out in the field. This is how she helped the more mobile division agent rescue and secure the staff needed to get the post office as efficient as it could be. Roy Benitez, a former New York City police officer to head the security wing. Paul Rhodes as an engineer to head the tech wing and supply power. And Jessica Kendall, a virologist to head the medical wing, working towards a vaccine for green poison, an engineered strain of smallpox. Together, Faye Lau, Benitez, Rhodes, Kendall, and the agent out in the field would slowly begin to bring some control back to the mid-Manhattan area. Months after, at the Manhattan Hell's Kitchen settlement, where Faye's sister Heather had been staying, there was an attack by Rikers, cutting the power to the turrets and taking advantage of the lulls between patrols. It was a brutal attack, costing many resources and lives. Amongst them, Heather Lau.
Lau! Come in! Come in, Lau!
This is Agent Lau.
We've been attacked! The Rikers attacked the Hell's Kitchen settlement!
Is everyone okay?
No! It's a disaster! They breached the perimeter!
How?
Turrets were offline! They must have cut the power or something!
God damn it. What about the patrols?
They were between shifts!
What do you mean between shifts?
They were sleeping! We didn't have enough guards! The Rikers must have noticed the pattern!
God damn it, my sister?
I don't know! We haven't been able to get a hold of her!
I'm on my way.
Maybe this, along with a conversation Faye had with Heather just before the attack, was a few of the things that put the events of the future in motion.
Sometimes I can't believe you're my sister.
Love you too.
After everything that happened with the first wave, how can you still think the division is the answer?
You don't burn down the institution because one employee goes rogue.
It wasn't one.
You know me. I don't quit.
Well, you don't have to quit. You can keep doing your mission. I'm just saying, maybe it shouldn't be as a division agent. It should be as Faye.
I can't protect you on my own.
You've got Rhodes, Benitez, and Candle. You're not on your own.
Their support. They don't have the resources we need.
Yeah, well, resources aren't everything, Faye.
Heather, let me know if you still think that when you run out of food, and I'll keep doing what I have to make sure that doesn't happen.
Faye partly placed the blame on Benitez for the lapse in patrols and fell into a depression. After all these events, Faye spent time tracking down and interrogating rogue agents, creating more cracks in her otherwise unshakable loyalty.
You were a good agent.
I'm a great agent.
You're rogue. You betrayed the division.
Just because my watch is red, it doesn't mean I've gone rogue.
That's exactly what it means.
No, it means that Isaac is not as smart as his programmer thought he was.
You're working with Black Tusk.
So are a lot of people. Black Tusk isn't the problem. Being a good little foot soldier and ignoring what has to be done is the problem.
You're off mission, Alicia.
No, Faye. You're the one who's off mission. We were recruited because we're adaptable. We can problem solve and have critical thinking skills.
We are supposed to be autonomous. We're supposed to think for ourselves and find solutions to complex problems with limited resources. And part of finding solutions is recognizing what can be exploited and deciding whether the risk is worth the reward.
You've already lost everything, Faye. Why are you still holding on to this childish notion that being loyal to the Division is still the right thing to do?
The following summer, due to problems being caused by a rogue cell, led by Aaron Keener, a first-wave agent gone rogue during the initial green poison outbreak, Division backup had been sent from Washington, D.C.
New York has requested support from agents all over the East Coast. We need to help them. Faye Lau will be our point of contact.
This is Cardinal 1. Requesting clearance to land.
By this point, the constant fighting and loss had begun to wear Faye down, and it was becoming harder for her to hide it.
What the fuck does Rhodes think is going on here? This is a goddamned war. Keener's targeting us. The moment we start to make real progress, here we are again, fucking around and arguing with each other. I've had enough. This fuckstick needs to die. And I don't care who we have to go through or who we have to work with to do it. Sorry. It's not your fault. This peace was hard won, and now we've lost it. We're going to get him. We have to.
Faye worked as the New York Division commander, coordinating the Division agents as the lead on the hunt for the rogue agent Aaron Keener. Once the Division agents had successfully tracked down and eliminated Keener, there was a shocking revelation. Possibly due to the loss of her sister, or her sister planting doubt in Faye's head about the loyalty to the Division, or maybe Faye's time interrogating rogue agents aligned with the Black Tusk began to shift her perspective on the current battles. Or maybe it was everything growing tired of the loss and suffering. But Faye Lau turned her back on the Division, the JTF, and everyone she was trying to help throughout the crisis. Faye disavowed the Division, going rogue, working alongside Barden Schaefer and the Black Tusk. Now, Faye Lau has become a prime target by the organisation she called home, the Division.
Schaefer, do you read?
Listening.
Fall back. Keener's dead. But he's activated the network.
If you enjoyed this video, it would really help the channel out if you gave it a thumbs up and subscribe for more Division 2 content.
Parnell's watch is
Thanks for
collating
watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Looks like it's all of them.
Shit. More rogue agents. Just what we fucking need.
No. It's perfect. This will bring the Division to its knees. And that's when we'll end them. Once and for all.